Hello, well here, and today we are in Skyrim, and we will be looking at 3 mods, and one of them is a whole new set of races, to a degree. Another one is a texture overhaul pack, and another will be I believe it's just like a small little player home with a few bits and pieces. But for the first one, we are going to start with Divine Races Pack by Rockstar Skippy. So what this generally does is this basically takes the generalized Skyrim races like Argonian, Breton, Dark Elf, etc, etc, and also adds in demigod versions and god versions. Now visually they don't look any different. But where their difference is where it comes into their stats. So if you go for like demigod, I believe it's something like you have like 2,000 health. So more health than you actually need. And I think that Argot and that god version has like 10,000 or something like that. Something stupid anyway. All the details of that are in the description of the mod. But it's just basically, it's a cheap way to basically have a powerful character at the beginning of the game. But yeah, so you know, you do have Breton demigod, Breton god, Dark Elf demigod, Dark Elf gods, you know. So you have all these different variations of each race, and so on and so forth. Now, so I'm just gonna pick. I don't know. I'll just become a Khajiit god. There you go. Looks wise doesn't really matter because just like there you go. There's god. And then blah, 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 blah. I don't think there's anything really new in the ways of what you can do with their hair or anything like that kind of thing. You know, it's all just same old, same old. So we're just gonna, you know, there you go. There's god. Finish the name of the character, and he will be called God. Right. So let's just have a look at their stats. So, as an example, we have 5,050 magicka, 10,050 health, and 5,050 stamina. Our speech is at ridiculous numbers. Our light armor is at ridiculous numbers. Our heavy armor is at ridiculous numbers. So, you know, a couple of our things are ridiculous numbers. they put it quite simply. Magic wise, we've got a whole load of god spells that just are very, very powerful spells, and they all cost absolutely nothing at the moment. Conjuration, Summon Arbak, the horse, Restoration, Grand Healing of the Gods. Not that you'll ever need to heal yourself if you've got 10,000 points of health. And then on top of that, all that armor rating, you won't need to heal. But it heals everyone else close to you as well. So, yeah. And powers, they're the same with Night Eye with a Khajiit. And then you got all of these fortifications, which is just basically ridiculous. Never drown with divine lungs, resist shock, resist poison, resist magic, resist frost, resist fire, resist seeds, resist damage, regeneration. You know, it's just like, yeah, you're God. What else is there to say? You're God. Bloop, there you go. So yeah. And then we just have a look, and if we have a look at the spells, so you got, you know, well, there's nothing, I mean, there's anything special about them, they're just very powerful versions of the basic spells. There isn't really much else to say. It's just, now you're a god. Plain simple. But anyway, that's it for the first one. There's not really much else to say about it, it's just, you become god. So yeah, if you want to try this one out for yourself, just for a bit of fun, I will leave a link in the description below for you to download it yourself, to add it into your collection. And again, this was Divine Races Pack by Rockstar Skippy. And yeah, boom. Alright, we are going to now move on to mod number 2, and for that, we will need to go to Dawnstar area, because I might be able to show off the other two within the same area. So let's all head to Dawnstar. Alright, here we are for mod number 2. But for mod number 2, we will be looking at July's Texture Pack 2, Unique Farmhouses. Now, so what this basically does is anything that's like, that would be classed as a farmhouse, or basically, you know, it's like any building that's, you know, so like any building that would normally be like the sort of like wooden cabin kind of thing. So like buildings that you'll find in Falkreath, you'll find in Dawnstar, you'll find in Morfar, Riverwood, you know, sort of like those kind of areas, the small settlements and stuff like that. It basically, this texture pack, it replaces a lot of the textures and gives them all these kind of slightly different textures. So for example here, you know, we got a bit more of a stone cobble kind of wall. The doors are a little bit different, the pillars are different, I think even the roof is a little bit different. But then if we look over here at this one, it's a slightly different model of farmhouse, but it has a slightly different stone texture on the outside, different kind of roofing texture, different kind of you know, wooden structure. It is completely changed. It is different. You know, and then you get the one where it's one on top of the road, the 2-story version, and again, that is also different. So I think a lot of the walls have been changed from wood to stone, and the roofing has been changed a little bit. You know, it's just a generalised massive overhaul, but it will do it to all of these kind of houses, not just the ones in Dawnstar. So again, it'll do it in Falkreath, it'll do it in Riverwood, it'll do it in Morfar, you know, and all those kind of areas. It's like the longhouse up there is, you know, it's a completely different structure. So all the Jarl's longhouses will be a little bit different, you know. So it just makes, you know, it definitely helps when it comes to places like Dawnstar and Morfar, and like places that are supposed to be like capitals of a particular home, you know. Because I mean, like, if they're all wood, you know, if they're all made out of wood, you know, it's like open city made out of wood, dragons are attacking everywhere, these cities don't stand a bloody chance. But now that they're made out of stone, it's a bit more fitting, and I think it generally just looks better. But I think you might get some slight variations in some of them compared to others, but they're not all the same texture. So I actually quite like this one. I think it's a good texture overhaul. So that's it for mod number 2. There's not too much else. They haven't, now July, as far as I'm aware, July hasn't done the interiors. I think it's only the exteriors, I believe. I mean, like, some of the doors on the interiors might have changed, because obviously she's had to obviously change the doors on the outside, so that will also change the doors on the inside as well. But I don't think she's done the actual interiors of the buildings, and it's only the exterior that has been changed. But, you know, if you want to add this mod to your collection, I will leave a link in the description below. And once again, this was July's Texture Pack 2 Unique Farmhouses. July also does have a Texture Pack 1, which does a sort of like overhaul on like the sort of like imperial structures, so like the imperial forts and stuff like that. Does a texture overhaul on them, which I haven't shown, but if I remember, I'll also add that into a link to that one in the description as well. But right, But that's it for mod number 2. Short, simple, but yet effective. But right, on to mod number 3, which should be around here somewhere, probably just a bit up there, probably. But I'm going to go off and find mod number 3, so I will see you when I get there. Alright, and here we are with the final mod of the video, which this is Snowdrift Farmhouse by Daedric Lord of Kai. So, what this does, as you can plainly see, it adds in a small little farmhouse, little player home for yourself. You know, it is working alongside with July's texture pack as well. So if you have them both running, this is how it will work. If you only have the Snowdrift one running, I'm going to imagine it'll probably look like any kind of normal log house. So where it is on the map is just here, just a bit south of Dawnstar, but the map marker is already on your map, so you can just fast travel there straight away. No need to discover it or anything like that. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Right, so this does come with a bunch of stuff as well. It's not just a simple player home. So if you here, just need to get my actual display back on because I was taking some photos. Right, there we go. We have Gallus.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
I'm not entirely sure what Gallus does. I don't know if he's a follower or if he's just someone who just here, but he does have a bow, so I would imagine he would do something.
Aye.
I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea. But it'll probably explain in the description for the mod what these people do, because we do go over here. We also have Alaric.
You've been a good friend to me.
Now Alaric is a follower, so I'm going to imagine that Gallus is either a follower or maybe he works to forge. Because I think there is supposed to be a merchant, so it might be Gallus.
Yes.
And it might just be that he's not working on mine at the moment, maybe because of load order, possibly. But, you know, if you come out here, you got your workbench, you got chest to put your stuff in, all your stuff here, you got blacksmith forge, you got all your stuff for your smithing needs. Everything you need for smithing is there. Then you got a little bit extra storage on the upside, just some generalized clutter here. Come around there, you have a pet goat, who does not have a name, but he's a goat. You got your wood chopping block, you got your horse Spunk. Spunky the horse. And then you got a couple of chickens who also have no names, but I don't know. We'll just go KFC. There you go. That's their names. KFC. Right. So I'm inside the farmhouse. I can hear something clattering. I need to find out what that is. We have a ghost. We do, don't we?
Hi there.
Layla, we have a ghost. Anyway, so yeah, this is not going to be some crazy ass player home or anything like that. You know. The clattering's back. Where? Oh, I'm gonna go down. Is it down here? I need to. I'm investigating what the clattering is. Cause it's deep. Maybe it's this. Right, we'll see if that stops it. Anyway, yeah. Unfortunately, it does seem to be a little bit messy down here. Obviously, they didn't keep it tidy very well, unfortunately. But yeah, so yeah, this is not going to be some crazy ass player home with rooms everywhere and fancy stuff everywhere. It's just a nice little cozy home with a few friends that you're living with.
Yes.
Okay, so no, so Layla is the merchant. So maybe Gallus is another follower, but why he's not following, don't know.
Take a look.
Oh, I shall. Do you have anything different? Yeah. So look, have you got anything unique? You said anything unique? As about the moment, doesn't really look like it. Doesn't really look like she's selling anything unique for the mod itself. So, but you know, but
All
there
right.
you go. But you got a general merchant living with you. Then you got a whole bunch of satchels and storage. What's in the box? Hunting bow. There's some generalized clutter in there. Snowdrift Glory. So we got this sword. We got one sword. That's empty. That could probably be for a follower. Then if we go down, we also have Permafrost, which this does a lot of damage, but that's because I'm God. But we'll take Permafrost. You know, you got your Arcane Enchanter, you got your Alchemy Lab, you got all your storage that you need for all your stuff for two of them. You got a Giant's Club, so we'll just take that. Detect Dead Throw. And then more storage here, bit of money, just some decoration, a whole bunch of bloody chests. I'm kicking something. Don't know what the hell I'm kicking, but I'm kicking something. And you know, you just got all your other generalized stuff here, more and more storage, even more storage, lots and lots of storage. Conjure Flaming Familiar spell. You got your Iron Armor, Iron Gauntlets, Flame Throw, Storm Throw, Frost Throw, Iron Dagger, this, that, and the other. Oh, load of things. Just things everywhere. But right, now that we've had a look at the things, let's have a look at the things. So, we did get ourselves Giant's Club. Absorb 15 points of health, absorb 15 points of magicka, and absorb 15 points of stamina. But obviously, it's a Giant's Club. It's going to be huge. Look at the size of this bloody damn thing. Look at it.
Don't do that.
Who am I hitting? Wait a minute. Did I just hit her? Yeah, I think I'm somehow hit her. How? Anyway, that's the Giant's Club. Then we also have Permafrost, which target takes 30 points of frost damage, chance to paralyze for 2 seconds. Not too shabby. Is it any faster than a normal sword? Nah, it's a big claymore, so you know, same kind of speed. Alright. And then we got Snowdrift Glory, which is the same thing, but I think what it is, it's one-handed. Yeah. So you got 2 two-handed weapons and a one-handed
Need
weapon.
something?
Yes. I need to paralyze you. Brilliant. Fall on your face, why not? Anyway. But right. But so yeah, I'm gonna say that's it really. I don't think there's too much else to this, but you know. But you know, if you're looking for something that's a bit, you know, you like the colder environment, but you want a kind of like snug, cozy home, then you know this one's not a bad one to at least definitely start with. I don't know if you would want to permanently use it as a home, but it's definitely not a bad one to start. Definitely not a bad one to start with, though, I would say. But yeah, so if you want to add this, or just have a look at it, or just see if you get your hands on the weapons. This was Snowdrift Farmhouse by Daedric Lord of Kai, and I will leave a link in the description below for you to add it yourself if you want to. But right, so that is it for this video. Just 3 simple mods for this video. Nothing too crazy, all nice and simple, all small little tiny things, just to have a little bit of fun with. But right, so if you like this video, remember to leave a like. Why not subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell, because apparently that